Righto, this will probably be the last video for today. I'm starting to get worn out. So I've come over the hill and now we're heading down the other side, heading down towards Wangala State Waters Recreation Park. Now, there is no shortage of old mining equipment just laying on the sides of the hills. I say we've seen the brick footings that they've had machinery bolted to up there higher. There was a number of different crushing plants that was situated down along the banks of this creek. Now I said to you earlier about, when you're walking around, you're looking at things and you start building up pictures of what used to go on back in the gold rush days. And I'm going to give you a really quick, and I say super quick rundown on how that works in my head. So very quickly, there's the main road now, right? We look down there, we've got a concrete pipe, culvert pipe that's running under there for the drainage. That's new. But what I see, these are the old tracks. These are the old roads that were all on the hills long before that one was there, before it was tarred. It probably was the original track down and they've just upgraded it. But these sections they didn't do. These are the original ones. You can tell pretty quick, hand stacked stone that creates a crossing in the gullies. And again, another hand stacked stone, an earth filled crossing over the gully. What's interesting, road comes around, one track goes this way, one track goes up higher. We're going to walk on the bottom track, and as I'm walking around I'm going to explain the difference between the two tracks and probably what that meant. So where I'm walking now, where I've got the bike parked, this track was probably mainly used to bring in fuel. And when I say fuel, I mean timber. Because if you've got a crushing plant in operation, and you go back to the gold rush days, you needed a few things. You must have water. You must have gold, or whatever ore it is you're mining, and you must have fuel to run whatever equipment you're using to extract the metals from the ore. So what I'm walking on was probably what you would call a maintenance road. This is probably what they were bringing timber in to feed the steam engine, keep the boiler hot, keep the steam equipment running. Now, the track up above me, that was the one they were bringing the ore in on. Wouldn't make a good spark, you can't figure out on and in. So yeah, this was leading around to the actual steam engine and the crushing plants. The track above was where they were bringing the ore, dumping it on the ground and then feeding it down into the plant. Because I say, you use gravity as much as you could. They quite often used to just make rock chutes out of tin, series of logs close together, and then they just make a U shape with tin, and they tip the rock in it, and that'd just either fall down by itself or they'd push it down with shovels. So now we're walking on to where the actual crushing plant was. Now this was one of the smaller crushing plants that were in operation at Mount David. We'll have a look at their water supply to start off with. They would have been old chimney sections off the boiler. You would have had a water pump, steam powered water pump on that, and that would have been the steam part of it on these rag bolts. So you just had a piston going backwards and forwards off a round wheel spinning. They had a crank arm going out to the pump that probably would have been pushing the pump to pump the water up to the next level up. And you can't really see a great deal of evidence of where this crushing plant was until you have a look at the ground. There's a couple of things that'll give it away really quick. It's not the bits of tin. This stuff gets moved around. Like people come and play around with it, move it here, there and everywhere. But what gives it away are those fellas. You've got hold down bolts. And where you find one hold down bolt, you'll find another one, and then another one, and on and on and on. I'll put you down close. I'll just start you off on this one. You can see a straight line that those bolts all line up in. And just move a couple of foot. And there you go, you start picking up that next line of rag bolts. One there, you know, you just see the nut sticking out of the ground, slowly getting covered up, and that line would continue on through that pile of dirt. There's another rag bolt there, and I say it gives you an idea how large these crushing plants were. They spent quite a bit of money. There's a bit of, right, oh, well, that's a good species, look at that one. This is what they were crushing. It's got a nice colour to it, nice greeny blue. Or greeny grey. I've got another one sitting on a post down here. I'm going to take these back and we'll have a close look at them at home. But anyway, that's it. My knees are saying stop. So it's time for us to call it quits for today. I'm going to go home, sit there, watch these before I upload them, have a bit of a giggle at how stupid I am with the things I say and the things I do. Hopefully you guys will be laughing along with me and not just sitting there going, oh my God. It's all fun. Did you know that choking on your own spit is a super special talent? I'm very talented too. All right, enough of me babbling on. We've got 2 rock species. We've had a bit of a look around this morning. We've done some exploring, seen some new things. It is now time for me to go home and have a rest, upload some videos so you guys can be watching. Till next time, get out there and get into it. Keep smiling. And I'll catch us all later. Bye.